Out of my way! Out of my way! Sharp was cutting into you. Shut up! Commander! What's the meaning of this, Sharp? You should be training. You know very well what this is about. Do you really need to go that far to defeat Ryman? There's nothing for you to concern yourself with. Get back to your training. There's no reason to do that to the Ryman team. We have more than enough ability to win by ourselves. Sharp, there is no point competing if you can't be certain of victory. Don't tell me you think they're the legendary INAZUMA 11. What? You fool! The INAZUMA 11 are ancient history. Besides, additional measures have already been taken. This plan is just one of several means to confirm our inevitable victory. And victory is everything.
Chapter 6. Toe-to-toe with Well Academy.
Oh boy, are we going to have a dance? Do a little foxtrot with Jude Sharp, that'd be fun. Meanwhile... No, he's not going to say anything, he's just going to walk around a bit. Finally! It's time for the match against Royal Academy! The winner of this match will qualify for the national finals. If we make it, we'll be able to play all kinds of new teams. We won't let you run away this time, Sharp. We're ready for you. Bear in mind, if he ran away, if you didn't let him run away before, you know, your club would have just been shut down and you'd be nothing. Hey Mark, great news! The governor's lending us a luxury bus. It's to celebrate us getting to the final of the regional qualifiers. Really? The club's never had a bus before. Wow, I'm so excited. You are? Well, Mr. Winnersea is waiting at the car park with it. Come and see. Sure. Bobby, you're coming too, right? Okay, just run away. I guess he just couldn't wait. Don't you think he's been acting a little strangely? Really? You think so? I haven't noticed anything. Besides, it's just like the governor to surprise us with something like this. Reminds me of the trip to the Island Open, actually. In Mario Power Tennis, one of my favourite games. We were just a regular old tennis academy. You what? Would it? Oh, fine. You're a different friend to us now. But yeah, like, we were just a regular tennis academy who was just having fun playing tennis amongst ourselves. But then the headmaster was like, you know, we've actually prepared a bus for you to go to the Island Open together. And they were like, whoa, really? We get to ride a bus? I'm so happy. And now this is happening again. We're all getting to ride a bus. And we're very happy about it. So let's go to the car park to actually have a look at this thing. Well, we'll speak to a couple more people along the way. She wants a bit more excitement and change. Do you staff ever talk about anything other than just studying? You know, school staff probably aren't really like that. They must have lives other than education. Their job's demanding enough. They do hours upon hours every day. Have to remember the names of so many students. Mark homework when they get home. Do 5 days a week, potentially. You know, if you're still a school kid, have a bit of respect for your teacher. They have to do a lot. I don't know what their pay is like. Probably quite good. But, I don't know, there's a lot of school teachers in the world to pay. Anyway, I'm not a teacher. I wouldn't really know this stuff. Go ask the other Isaac, Pizza Dude Man guy. He's a teacher. Let's just go to the car park, past the gravestone. I'm sure it's a memorial to something. But no idea what. The bus can't be here. Okay, it is. They're just going to park it on the grass and ruin the flowers. Evans, you're here. Take a look at this. I made a special request to the governor to borrow it, and he agreed. Wow! I didn't know the school even had such a big bus! Impressive, isn't it? You know, we should have an inaugural test drive. On the bus, everyone. Huh? What's wrong? What's wrong, Bobby? I don't want to get on the bus. I've got a bad feeling about it. Be quiet now, Bobby. Oh, you do go on about the silliest things. Ha 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 ha. A bad feeling about it.
Incidentally, Mr. Wintersea, how did you get your suit all dirty like that?
Well,
Guys, look! Sorry to barge in, has anyone seen my notebook?
That takes priority over everything. Never mind the great walloping big bus taking up the entire left of the screen. Oh, you mean the notebook which contains all of the team's secret techniques and weaknesses? I don't know anything about that.
What? Mr. Wintersea, you just...
Described it perfectly. Even they know that they've just got a book about all their weaknesses. Oh, goodness, no. I was just guessing, that's all. I am your coach, after all.
I'd hate to think that it had got into the hands of Royal Academy.
Mark, I think we better help Celia look for her notebook. Right, I'm sure we'll find it soon if we all look together. Okay, everybody, let's go and search for it in the club room. Okay, I'm just going to stay here, actually. Oh, yeah, Bobby, didn't you have something you were going to say?
No, it's not important. Come on, I'll give you a hand.
Thanks, I'm so appreciative. Well, to be fair, he did find the INAZUMA drop manual. He might find the notebook as well.
Is something wrong, Bobby?
Oh, it's nothing. Hale, what are you waiting for? Hurry along to the club room. Well, that's like the most dialogue Mr. Wintersea has ever had in one go. This is the real cup. You're a member of the athletics club and you're called Cricket. Right. You're the person who's actually on the car park. She's jealous of the bus. Let's go around. Oh! I just wanted to circle around the roundabout a bit. If you could call it that. It's not a road or anything.
Hey, can we grab a bite to eat? No, I'm on a diet.
They're just made to be such stereotypical teen girls. And I love that their sole intention really is just to get in your way at the start of the game. They're great.
It's not here. It's definitely not here.
Everyone, let's find Celia's notebook as quickly as we can. 2 lines, cutscene over. Nah, we're still continuing. That's strange. It don't seem like anything else has gone missing.
What could have happened to it? Hardly anyone else knows about that notebook.
That reminds me. What happened to Bobby? I thought he was supposed to be here. Don't you think he's been... this is like the 3rd time you've said that today. Really? I haven't noticed... Did they just forget that Axel had that line just a few minutes ago? The notebook. I think Bobby knows something about it.
What? Wait a minute. What are you trying to say?
Now that you mention it, he does seem a little odd, and he often disappears during training.
And after all, we spent searching for the INAZUMA drop manual. He somehow managed to find it by himself.
Wait a minute. Bobby wouldn't do anything wrong. We've been friends ever since we were in America together, and I sound so British as a result. Whenever I had a problem, I could always rely on him. He's always the kind of person who'd help someone in need. Why would you even think he might have stolen Celia's notebook?
Well, speak of the devil. Bobby!
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 Bobby.
Bobby! I just kind of forgot Nathan's voice. I mean, I'm messing up all the voices today because I've got a bit of a dry throat and I really should have drank a bit more before starting this. Oh, I don't know if, like, Ray Darks was anything like what it was meant to be, but...
Is this the notebook that you were looking for? But, Bobby, why do you...
Bobby! Were you the one who stole it?
But, Bobby, did you really do it? Why? Why would you...
Come on, Bobby. We deserve an answer.
Okay, if you'll all come back to the bus, I'll tell you everything.
Alright then, to the bus! We'll listen to what you have to say when we get there. It's not that far away anyway. Okay, they're just gonna blank out the bottom screen while the task appears. What was the point in that? They just warped us outside.
For no particular reason.
Ah! Just ruin our Star Striker's face, why don't you, herbivore? Of course you learned the utter gutsiness bat of all moves. Do you just want to be on Otaku? I can't believe that. Right, well, sorry for smashing your head in, Axel. Let's go to the bus now, which is right in front of us, but we had to have another bloody random encounter. You've come back at last. Shall we just forget about that notebook and get back to our test drive? What's the matter? Come on, everybody. Onto the bus.
Everybody, listen. Do not get on that bus.
Bobby, what are you saying? Oh, I was expecting loads of mechanical clunking, but it was just one sound.
Wintersea has sabotaged the bus. Look, see how easily this brake cable came off.
What? What? I couldn't even imagine what would have happened if we'd taken that bus.
Is that why Mr. Wintersea's clothes are all dirty?
You've done it now, Bobby. I have no choice but to abort. The mission has been compromised. Mission? The Ryman 11 was supposed to meet a sticky end on that bus. Then Royal Academy would have been victorious. That was my mission. What?
Mr. Wintersea, were you really going to let us take that bus?
Why on earth? Mr. Wintersea, you're supposed to be our teacher. How could you do such a thing?
I know he did try to kill, like, 16 kids just now. Wintersea, were you a spy for Royal Academy all along? It would have been all so much easier if you just got on the stupid bus. You will rule this day. And Bobby, my boy, you won't get away with this so easily either. And off he runs. Yeah, we need to get that guy fired.
Mark,
We can talk later, Bobby. Right now, we gotta stop Mr. Wintersea.
I bet he's gonna try and escape via the front gate. I'll catch him.
We're coming too. We could catch him at the front gate. Yeah, this game, its undertones can be so different to how the game looks sometimes. It looks like the cheeriest football game in the world, where you just mess around playing football, having a laugh with your friends, doing crazy special moves. Yet there's also stuff like, you know, Axel's sister getting hit by a truck and entering a coma as a result, Mark getting physically beaten up at the start of the game, and Mr. Wintersea trying to kill about 16 kids, including possibly himself, by sabotaging the brakes on a bus and then trying to crash it, presumably. Look! I may not have succeeded this time, but you're mistaken if you think you can ever beat Royal Academy. Hey, wait! Bobby, what are you doing?
Cool it, Mark. You've got a big game ahead of you. If anyone has to risk their safety, it should be me.
Bobby, what are you gonna do?
Go back to find the club room and take another look at Celia's notebook. It explains everything. Okay, team. Leave Wintersea to me. I'll give him a private show of my kicking ability.
There's another undertone, just the idea of somebody physically beating up a teacher by kicking them. Mark, Bobby's right. We shouldn't do anything reckless. Let's get back to the club room and see what Celia's notebook can tell us. Blast! Bobby, I still believe in you! Just make sure you come back. He didn't get very far. You know, you generally stop, look and listen before you get on the road, not afterwards. Anyway, let's go back to the club room. Yes, Oh, I thought there was going to be a message to say we can't use Bobby at the moment, but no, it's just that bloody connection map. Do the NPCs change their dialogue? Yep. A weird expression on his face. What was that all about? Line of the year. Yep, just line of the year 2015, never to be topped again. What happened to Mr. Wintersea? Perhaps I should just, like, go around the whole area and showcase all the important dialogue, but... No, well, I think they've pretty much said all they have to say, so let's go back to the club room. Once again, he even barged into a kid along the way. That couldn't... I think he's the most fired man in the world right now. I know the school wanted to get rid of the football club, but they don't anymore. Right then, Celia. Jack's only just made it. We have to see him... Oh, Todd as well. Come on, we're supposed to be in high action drama here. Mr. Wintersea's just ran away and we're slowly walking in.
Bobby left a letter in it.
This must have been what he was talking about. So what does the letter say?
Okay, I'll read it out.
Everybody, I'm sorry. Since I joined Ryman, I've been spying on you with Mr. Wintersea and sending the data to Royal Academy. But when I found out about his plan to sabotage the bus, I came to my senses. While I was playing for Royal Academy, I wasn't free to play my own style of soccer. But playing soccer with Ryman felt totally different. It was fun and exciting. I don't want to lose that feeling or the good friends I made again. Though I took back the notebook from Wintersea's desk, Royal Academy already had the data. I don't expect you to forgive me. I just hope you're careful at your next match. I don't think Royal Academy will stop at this. There's probably more traps to come. Royal Academy's Commander Doc is a truly terrifying opponent.
Perhaps I should point out, Bobby, you were not subtle at all about you being a spy.
Sylvia, I got something to tell you. The truth is, No, never mind.
Stuff like that. I think you all saw it coming. I mean, if you didn't, that's not a problem. I mean, you never said spy, I don't think, but you knew he was something to be suspicious of, but he's fine now. They probably already worked out how to counter the INAZUMA drop and the INAZUMA 1.
That's right. I bet Robbie's run up.
Robbie the sea lion has run off with Wintersea now.
You're right. And I think he was trying to sound cool when he left.
How could you say that?
Hold on. Yeah, maybe Bobby was a spy to begin with, but he was also the one who came to our rescue. And that's true, he literally saved your lives today. So we should have some faith in him. He risked everything to leave us this message. Bobby's our friend, and I'm gonna look for him.
You're as simple as ever. This is more serious than you realise, Mark.
Finally you show up after the life-threatening crisis. Nelly, have you heard already?
Don't forget that Mr. Wintersea was the coach. Don't you know what this means? Football teams aren't allowed to participate in the football frontier without a supervisor. In other words, you won't be able to play in the final now.
What? nuts! What should we do?
Come to think of it,
Come to think of it, come to headmaster's room. Oh,
my father's there, so we can ask him if he knows anyone who could take over as coach. And don't dawdle. My father is a busy man, unlike you lot.
but I can't think about that now. I have to find Bobby. Oh.
Mark, as the team's captain, you need to think things through more. If you can't play in that match, then all of Bobby's help will have been for nothing. We'll help you find out where Bobby has gone later.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks, Nelly. Let's go to the headmaster's office. Just hold on, Bobby. I'll come and find you as soon as we find a new coach. It's proper into it now. But yeah, we don't have a coach anymore. We need to get that sorted. We'll do that in the next episode. See you then.